Teen Beach Movie sounded fabulous to the point where I'm not entirely sure why I had never seen this before. I love Disney, I love musicals of this nature, so it definitely shouldn't have taken me the best part of 13 years to see this. But also I feel like this is older than 2013. It obviously isn't, but it just seems like it's been around much longer. Either way, I finally got around to watching it. I enjoyed a lot of it. I didn't really care for the narrative very much, but I loved everything else, so it still was a decent experience. This was released, of course, in 2013. It's directed by Jeffrey Hornaday, written by Vince Marcello, Mark Landry, and Robert Horn, with a cast including Ross Lynch, Maia Mitchell, Grace Phipps, Garrett Clayton, and various others. And this is about two teenagers, McKenzie and Brady. They're keen surfers, and it's quite an emotional start. I won't say too much about it, but it could result in them having to go separate ways. But after they go out on the waves, they're transported back in time to a 60s beach musical. And that's a concept that I absolutely love. 60s beach musicals are fun. They're an acquired taste, especially today. But I was really hoping they would bring that essence to life, and I do think they did a really good job with that. I think the story does work well enough. I don't have any issues with any aspect of the narrative. The pacing was brilliant. And there are various obstacles. We meet a lot of interesting characters. The pacing is great. The key plot points are fine. But I just found that I wasn't really emotionally invested in the characters' journeys in their part of the story. I liked them. They're well written. They're believable. No problems at all. I just didn't really care. I never had an emotional response to the characters or to the narrative itself. But I don't have any complaints. So it was fine. You might enjoy those aspects more than I did, but I don't have any real criticism. I just wasn't connecting. However, the musical aspect is great. There are so many catchy songs. The choreography looks great. I'm not a dancer, but from my perspective, the moves looked awesome. Gorgeous costumes, great locations. It is a fun and vibrant and joyful watch. The characters are well written. They're likeable. As I said, I didn't really care about them, but I guess I cared enough to watch their story. I just wasn't too bothered about what the final outcomes might be. Great vocal performances as well. We have some good camera work and lighting. It's uplifting for the most part, though there definitely are some more moving moments just to give it a bit more of a balance. It's a good film. I really enjoyed it. Ordinarily, if I don't connect with the characters and don't really care about the key plot points, I'm not going to enjoy a film. But I am a big musicals fan, and the musical aspect was so great. The set designs, the costumes. Visually, it was amazing. It was brilliant to listen to, so I can overlook the other elements that I wouldn't say I disliked, but I wasn't too bothered about. So for me, it ended up being great. It could have been better, but at the same time, I'm looking forward to the sequel. And I will say, if you don't like musicals, it might not be the best one to go with. It is a very musical. There are some musicals that are maybe more toned down, not as in your face. Not quite the case here, but that's kind of the point. So it won't appeal to everybody. But if you like the sound of it, if you like musicals, then I'd say Teen Beach Movie is definitely worth watching, and I'm looking forward to watching the sequel.